Hey y'all, it's your girl Maya,
I'm Kayleen.
And I'm Nikki.
and this is Gay Life Times 3. And today we're talking about our past relationships versus our relationships now, and ins and outs and the ups and downs and all of that good stuff. So go ahead and grab your drink, get your snack, and let's get to it. You guys, I had such my weekend was like here and there, okay, but it wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it wasn't what I wanted it to be. Like I felt like I needed to do something, but I had nothing to do. I was like, oh, I need to go here. I mean, no, I don't. No, I don't. Like I thought I was supposed to
Chill
go
the
help
fuck out.
remove. Right, like relax, Mariah, relax, girl, chill. But I was just like, no, I need to. What am I doing? So then I realized I just need to like decompress, have a me day.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a day to recompose in life because
Exactly. I needed it. I sure needed it. After I like relaxed a little bit, I kind of like, Ricky really helped me with that. Like he helped me like just calm down. We watched one of our favorite, my favorite crime shows. One of the ones like he really don't like watching, which I feel is like unfair because I try. Okay, and I found one I like, and now you're like,
Oh, hater.
Big hater. Cold Case. Have you guys seen that?
I kind of have to side with him.
What?
I don't watch
Cold
crime
Case.
shows. I get too much anxiety. I don't watch that shit.
I love Cold Case because if you think about it, you're like, it's just putting a puzzle there and it's like bringing closure to family. And it's just like, oh, you just think about, I know it's like fictional and shit, but just the thought of it, just, I don't know.
Girl,
You know
I want to
what?
watch shows. I want to watch shows where my mind can relax and not be like figuring out murder mysteries.
No, like right now, I'm stuck to Jane the Virgin. Okay, that's a real telenovela right there.
Yes.
Okay, I'm stuck to that one.
I've seen a couple of episodes.
That's what the shit I'm into. You need to get into it though. I had to pass a few episodes first to get into it because I was like, there's no way somebody's that calm about it. I will find somebody. Yeah. How you gonna mess up my tempo?
Yeah.
Right. I've seen a few episodes, but I need to watch it. But it's just, I don't know. I just needed that weekend, But how was your guys' weekend? What were you guys up to this weekend?
Honestly, not much. I mean, I feel like I was so doing everything and anything that I was so stressed out. That I was relieved today because I had like my monthly therapy session with my therapist. So I feel like so much is off my shoulders and I can chill the fuck out and relax now. It's a new week and we'll see how it goes. How about you, Nikki?
Mine was okay. Well, I was kid free because my daughter was modeling for this new photographer. She needed a girl for a portfolio. So my daughter, she looks beautiful in those pictures, by the way. I'll show you guys once we can because we can't show the sneak peeks. But other than that, Friday was St. Patrick's Day and I was off. And my fiance got off early, so we decided to bar hop since 3 p.m.
Damn.
3 p.m. to 3 in the morning. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I broke my karaoke bubble and I found a karaoke bar and we were singing and I was just really shy because I'm always crazy. Like I'm never a shy person, but when it comes to something I really like, I am shy. Okay. So then one of the ladies, which we found, she's a possible DJ for my wedding, but she was like, you need to sing because you're singing every single song. And I'm like, no, I don't know how to sing, blah, blah, blah. And then my best friend Philly writes down a song and I sing it and he wasn't singing because he was just all over the place and he wasn't singing. So I ended up singing by myself. Why that bar got quiet? So I got really nervous. And then I was like, and then when they were done, they were like, oh my God, you were saving all that. And I was like, oh yeah. Yep. And then I sang like 3 more songs because Babe sang to me first. So she sang me a song being the babe that she is. So I got all shy and stuff, and they're like, well, you have to sing one back to her. And then I sang 3 after that. It was a rap. I sang in Spanish. And then I was, and then I sang I Have Nothing from Whitney Houston with this other guy. We definitely like, we didn't even know each other, and it worked. I was like,
oh, that's cool.
Okay. Yes, it was fun. Then on Saturday, we went out to a date night, because normally Fridays are date night, but since it was St. Patrick's, we moved it to Saturday. We went out to this nice little fancy restaurant, and then I came home. I got my makeup done for an hour, and then I came home, just chilled. Then I did a big seafood broil, and then I woke up today. Today's my grandmother's 8th year of her passing. And not only is it that, but exactly a year ago today, I found out I was getting cheated on by my spouse that I was with for 10 years. So we could just hop right into tonight's topic about exes and current relationships.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So with that being said, like I said, a year ago today, I found out my world just went upside down. I was in Minnesota with my family. Then I came home to just a big old mess over an outfit that I wore, which I thought was really, I didn't put 2 and 2 together until after. But then I get a message from the mistress's husband with proofs and everything here talking about, oh, we're just getting played. And I'm just like, I was in disbelief. Like, I really didn't believe it. I was just like, no, I trust this person with my whole life. Like, they would never do something like this. Like, I know we had our rough patches, but never did I think. That was one thing I said. We can go through hell and back, but one thing I cannot surpass is you being with someone else. And it's just like, once you break that trust, like, you know how they say when you crumple up paper, you can never straighten it back. Well, you can still try to write on it. And that's what I always did. I still tried to write my story on a broken paper, which was really something that I shouldn't have done. But, you know, I felt like I owed this person something because this person did save me from a really dark path in my life. Not all of it was bad, just the ending was bad, which really sucked because as you spend 10 years with a person, you're just like, how can you live without this person after so long? So like, I tried to build a friendship, but then threats started happening. I found out more and more and more, like, this person is somebody you told me not to worry about. This person is somebody I trusted in my home. We did events together. Like, it was something that it was just unforgivable at the point. And I really broke down. I got into a really dark spot in my life that I didn't think I was going to get out of. And that's when, in the process of all that, going through that a lot of people don't know what happened, I stood quiet because at one point I was ashamed a little bit, but then embarrassed at the same time. But then I was like, you know what? This morning I woke up to the mistress just stalking all my social medias. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? It's time to tell my story because, like Carol G said, you look good because I didn't tell my side. So it's time for me to tell my side because there was so long of going on social media. Social media is so big in people's life that's really like, are you freaking kidding me? Grow the fuck up. Don't do subliminal messages. I didn't mess up. Okay, I didn't mess up. So don't sit here and be mad because while you broke me down to the core, I found somebody in the process to fix a broken heart that she didn't break. So in that whole process, cheers to that. Being with somebody that wants to fix a broken heart, it takes a strong one. But with being said, I was really mean to my now fiance when I first started because I felt like I was just bitter. I was just like, you know what? I want to play the world. I'm about to be a player. I didn't even get a chance to wet my feet. That didn't even happen because in my heart, I'm not like that. Like, I may be a bitch. I may be hard to handle, but I am a great person to love. And when I love you and give you my all, you're going to get 110%. And it was not only like the cheating part, like, it's really hard when you're in a family that doesn't even like you and you don't even know. And it sucks because now with my fiance's family, I have a father-in-law that will text me every single day, dad jokes.
Like, my heart.
He's literally like, this guy, my in-laws, we have whole group conversations. We do dinners together. We do Christmases. We can have 2 Christmases. You know, that's another thing that was bad in my past relationship. It was only one-sided, very, very one-sided. And it's like, I get it. It's a big holiday, but it's also a big holiday for my side of the family too. So can we split in two houses? It was always just like a big deal. And it really sucked because going to a place that they don't even like you is hard to fake the funk.
Yeah.
I did it for the kids. Those kids have a special spot in my heart because 10 years is 10 fucking years. It sucks that I don't have them in my life right now. But it is what it is, you know. I have to build my own life and go from there and accept those who love me. Like my in-laws, they have two beautiful boys. They love the hell out of me. They'll be like, where's my Nikki? That's my Nikki. Oh, my Nikki, this. I want to hang out with my Nikki. And I'm like, your Nikki's right here and she ain't going nowhere. Like that love of a kid is just so great. And it's just like, it feels good to be able, like if my fiance is out at work and I want to hit up my sister-in-law, I can call her up and be like, girl, what are you doing? Let's have a girls' day. I could never do that before. There was always some type of animosity or competition, which sucked. And now here I can just be like, girl, what you doing? Let's go with the kids to the park. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like it feels good to actually be able to be yourself and they love you for who you are. And girl, they don't get mad at me because I'm spicy. Okay. That was the one big thing that everybody always says about me is like, oh, she got an attitude. Oh, she got this. Oh no. My in-laws will be like, what did you do, Taylor? I'm on Team Nikki. She's not just gonna snap on you just because, which sometimes I do, but that's another. But you know, it's like I can have that conversation, and then like my father-in-law comes and he helps me a lot with my daughter because we all get off of work at around the same time, and my kid gets off a little bit earlier from school. So he'll go pick her up, drop her off here, hang out here for a little bit, play with my dog, take out my dog. Like if he sees, like, say I forget the garbage bag, he'll go and take it out without even having to ask. Like he is such a sweetheart. And it's just like this morning I woke up to this person stalking me again. And it sucked because I'm like, yo, it's been a whole year. And then I wrote this person like, okay, first you stalked me on my social media on TikTok. Creepy, okay, leave me the F alone. Then you go on Facebook and send me a random ass song saying ugly. Like that's the name of the song. I heard the song. It's a pretty cool song. It doesn't say that you're ugly. It's just like, it's a weird, like it's weird. But I just decided to hit up her husband. I was like, all right. I called her. I emailed my ex-wife and was like, yo, like this is like, I kind of took it out on her because I felt like they were both in on it. But then, you know, I spoke to her. She told me it wasn't on her part. I said, okay, just letting you know, that's fine. I accept it. You're not saying anything. I appreciate it. Just leave it like that. Our story's done. So I don't want any more animosity. Like we're done. That's it. There's no more friendship. Once you threaten the fact that, like the reason why I stopped really even talking to her is because obviously when you're in a relationship for 10 years, you'd send spicy pictures and this and that. Well, she thought the need that she threatened me with posting that. And that was like, if you can do that to somebody that you said you care about, no, I don't want that in my life. So all connections were completely done. So that's what I told her. I was like, just leave me alone. Like, stop stalking my life. Just let it be, you know? So with that being said, I just was having a stressful day today, but then I went out to lunch with some girls, reminisced about my grandmother, and took a nap. I was like, I'm not going to let this day be ruined. Like for the last 8 years, this day has been a tortured day because my grandmother passed away. And now last year I had to add on to find out you're getting cheated on. So it's just like, this day is a hard day for me, but you got to keep it pushing forward.
So the girl that was the mistress is the one stalking you?
Yes. That's some weird bitch energy, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to relax.
Yeah, so I wrote her and I was just like, to be honest, you probably need some closure. Okay, so do you have something to say?
Well,
and it's not, and see, even with all that going,
she need?
Exactly, that's just me being nice. To the point that I'm done. I've already healed my way. I didn't get my closure. You know, like I asked for so many things, X, and X, and they're like, no. They treated me like I was a child. Like I wasn't allowed to know the shit that was going on. It was just a big ass mess. And I was just like, you know what? I had to deal with it on my own. And that's when my fiance comes in and she helped me through a lot of it. She let me spaz out on her. She let me stuff that she didn't do. Like for every little thing, I would be like, oh, you're with somebody else because I got done wrong. I was so fucked up in the head. And I just had to realize like it's not her fault. And I'm allowed to be loved and I'm allowed to love, no matter what anybody has to say, no matter what the time is, because yes, we've only known each other for going on a year, but women share more when it comes to relationships. So with being two women, I feel it's easier to talk and it's easier to cope when you have somebody to support you because they understand what you are going through. So maybe to people we're going too fast, but in my heart and in her heart, all the goals that I've been wanting in 10 years, I did it in less than a year. So it's not the time that you know somebody, it's the support that you have with somebody. Because in 10 years, I fought to go on a vacation. My fiance is taking me on my 3rd trip since the year that I got here. I'm going to see Mariah in May for our friend's wedding. And who else is going to do that? Like, just be happy with you being happy, you know? And like, I'm not saying I didn't go on trips. Shit. Right. Well, I'm not saying I didn't go on trips before. I did go on trips, but it was always a fight.
Yeah.
You know, and it's nice to basically have my fiance be like, how much is the ticket? And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to get it next week. Don't worry about it. She's like, I got it now. Let's go get it. Okay.
Damn.
All right.
We all need a tag. We all need a tag.
It's like a sad but good situation. It sucks what you went through, but look who you ended up with now. Right. You know? Yeah. So it sucks that
and look what you got out of it.
Maya.
I got Maya. And I just love that because it's like, I don't have to worry about nothing. Like I just went for lunch with the girls and she called me real quick on her break. She's like, I just want to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I can't wait to see you when you get home. I'll talk to you later. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I'm like my husband, he don't even do that.
Yeah, so it's just like some people are just basically trying to judge me for the fact that we're going too fast. In my heart, I'm not going fast because I want a family. I'm getting older. I want a home. I want to be able to be free, and I'm getting all that.
As someone who's seen you in your past relationship and now sees you now, I can say it's not fast enough. Because they're each other's soulmate. Let me just tell you, like, it's just you see Nikki glow with this, like, it's just so I'm just so happy for her. I don't want to start crying. I don't want to get emotional.
I know.
But I know. Like, I was tearing up this morning with the girls that went to lunch. They were saying the same thing. They're like, you've always been a happy person, but your light has been dimmed a little bit, and now it's fully bright. And I'm like, baby, I'm a ring light. Okay, you can't stop me. I'm coming.
Tate is the electricity now that goes through. Look at me, I'm getting all teary-eyed. She's the electricity now that helps that ring light shine bright, girl. So I'm just so happy for you.
Thank you. How about you guys with like, how do you deal with a past situation just popping up when you're good and healed? How do you deal with that?
Honestly, since I moved out here, not one thing has popped up. So I thank God that I moved out here. You know what I'm saying? But in the past, that's happened so many times when me and Ricky were good and exes would pop up, baby daddies would pop up. Just, you know, and I would just, first and foremost, I let my partner know ASAP. You know, Ricky, whenever anybody hit me up, he knew like that. Like, there is no you messaging me without my husband knowing, just to let y'all know. So, anyways, like, he knows whenever I get a message, even from like a male friend, like, oh, I hit up so-and-so, like, you know, like, I never keep anything from him. So that right there helped for one. But like me personally, there's times where I'm not gonna lie, temptation was there, but I outweigh what I have to what I had with my past relationships, and nothing compares to what I have now. So I just, you know, we're good, but we're there. Just keep it there. You there, I'm here. That's go have your where's your girlfriend, sir? Come get him. Whose man is this?
Come get him.
Come get him.
Somebody left their dog out the leash. Come get him.
I need you to come get him.
How about you, Kay?
So mine's a little different. Mine, it's not the ex that would reach out, but me and his parents still had communication. And we still wanted, like, we all talked even after the breakup and how toxic it ended and the hot ass freaking mess. But me and his parents, like, cause my daughter was involved and they loved my daughter. I love them. They did so much for her. So when it came out to be that, like, you know, he was cheating on me while I was still sleeping over at his house, or he was sleeping over at my house, it was kind of like, what the fuck? Because we had previously, like, there was so much cheating that happened, but that last point, we had, like, maybe a month or two before that, like, decided, like, okay, we know this is toxic, and if you find somebody, just let me know, we'll be friends. And if you find somebody, let me know, we'll be friends.
It's never that easy though. Like,
no, I was like, all right, we're in understanding. This is ending good. It's gonna be peaceful. Nope, boom. Random bitch answers his phone when he was supposed to show up at my daughter's dance class. And I'm like, what, where did this come from? Where did this, I was like, I was shocked. I think I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we were gonna be good friends.
I thought you respected me enough to keep that promise for the kid.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And girl, that happened. I want to say it's going on 6 years. Since that day, I didn't get, at the time I wanted closure. I didn't get no type of closure. I didn't see him in person. He didn't see me in person. Nothing. Like, it just ended just like that.
Like, you didn't even know each other, right?
Yes.
That is exactly what happened with me. I'm like, I've tried to build a friendship and I'm just like, what? Like, you can't even do that.
I feel like sometimes it's the best thing to do to end it and just be done. Because if you keep on, then there's that lingering, like, what ifs, and you don't need that. That's in the past for a reason. It happened. It is what it is, and I'm grateful for the stuff ending and you leaving me alone.
Yeah, it's like, it's really hard sometimes because in your heart, you're just like, you spend so much time with this person that you're just like, I still want that friendship. I wanted to be in the kid's life, but then it got physical and then it got toxic. And then I found out that the family was helping. And it's just like, damn, I know you didn't like me, but in order to hurt me, that was enough. Like, don't we have enough respect with each other that you could have just been like, I'm good. Yeah. I've asked for counseling while we were married because I knew we were like, people change. I'm not the same person you married 10 years ago. You know, we both grow and sometimes we have to learn each other again. And I've asked for counseling time after time after time that I got knocked down saying, no, that's for dumb people. Like, no, that's not, you know? And then after the fact that I decided to know more, you want the counseling and I don't want it and I'm wrong for that. It's not okay. Like, with all the shit that I went through, for the last 3 months that we were living together, it was like we didn't know each other. I was sleeping on a couch for 3 months. She was going out, coming in at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And you know what? It is what it is. Like, I didn't choose that life. This life chose me. At this point, like, I had to move on.
Jeez.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, it was just a lot of emotions. But the main one was like, I thought we agreed on being friends. Like, we communicated this, and then it's like, you completely, like, slapped me in my fucking face and left me there, you know? But I've, up until, like, I want to say, like, a year or two, like, me and his parents, we would talk, we'd text, like, they asked for my daughter to come over when he wasn't around or the girl wasn't around. I feel like I stayed I guess, so close to them. Not only did they help a lot, but they asked me, like, please don't take Leah away from us, which I completely agree. Like, I had no reason to. But then I feel like, obviously, the more and more he got serious with his girlfriend, his parents backed away, which I kind of feel like it was a slap in my face, because it's like, you guys asked me to keep her in your life. So I put my feelings aside and my hurt aside to make sure you guys were okay, in a sense.
And it sucks when the kid has to pay for that, because that's the only reason why I was there around too. I was so in love. I still love this kid. Like, he's he's a big part of my life, and it sucks that I don't have him anymore. But it is what it is, because that was just the thing that they were just threatening me all the time. Oh, you can't see so and so. You can't see so and so. Like, you know what? It came to the point that I was like, fine, it's gonna hurt, but I'd rather do it now than later on, because it's not fair to me. And it's not fair to him. He's growing. I'm the only aunt he really knew, but obviously time doesn't matter because the respect wasn't there.
Yeah.
But it sucks when they put the kids in it. Like,
it's just it's wrong.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, but I guess me seeing them back away, like, I didn't question it, because sooner or later it was going to happen. I know their son and the girl were probably in their ear about whatever, but I guess, like, I just thought me and them had a real, like, good freaking bond. Like, I would go out with them to clubs. I'd go out drinking with them. Like, I'd sleep over their house without him being there, because, you know, we'd watch whatever the case was. And, like, the last 2 years, they just completely, like, they don't text me. They don't ask how Leah's doing. If there's any reaching out, it's been me on my part, because actually, like, I live 7 minutes from them, and they know that. And you'd think that, you know, they would reach out or something. No, I reached out to them, like, oh yeah, I live close to you guys now. Leah's gonna be going to this school with their youngest son, and it's kind of like, that's it. Like, so I've learned, like, to just keep my mouth shut. Yes, it bothers me, but I can't force people that don't want to be there anymore to be in her life. So it's like, I kind of just had to let that go, and I got my hint, and I'm just like, okay, you know, it is what it is. Like, I even invited them to my wedding, and, like, the day of my wedding, they want to text me saying they can't attend. Like, as I'm sitting down getting my makeup and hair done, they text me like, oh, we can't come. I wonder why. But ever since that, I'm kind of just like, I'm done trying. I'm done contacting. Like, if you guys can't be honest with me or address me with respect, like I thought there was, then it is what it is, you know?
And it's the older ones that act more childish than the children. Like, I'm just saying, it'd be the older ones.
Sure do.
Yep. But I guess with I guess my story, like, with you guys, would you say you regret what you went through, or do you see it more as a learning experience?
Okay, I definitely, in the beginning, I was just like, why is this happening to me? Like, I put a lot of guilt in myself, because being with a person who just, like, always made your feelings feel like they were wrong was just like, shit, you know? But now today, the woman that I am today, I am happy that I went through all that, because now I can love harder and appreciate love in a better sense than, you know, like I said, I was broken when I met Taylor, and I didn't know how to deal with her. And with having somebody to help me like that and show me, like, it's not your fault, but it is okay that you went through that, and you're still a strong, beautiful woman. I'm happy. It was a lesson for me now. To me, it's a lesson.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do 100%. Like, I was the same way, where, you know, I regret meeting you. I regret going through this. I regret staying after the first time you cheated and stuff like that. But it's like, after that relationship, I was single for 4 years. Yeah, I went on little dates here and there, but I really, like, wanted to focus on myself. Like, what do I have to fix that wasn't fixed before? What do I want that I didn't have before? And it's like, I met my now husband like random, super random, but it was like a breath of fresh air. Like, he really showed me what love is supposed to look like. He showed me what communication is supposed to look like, and respect. So it's like, yes, it was so like, it was new to me because I was so used to being called a bitch or downplaying my emotions, or like me having to blow up his phone because who knows what bitch he was with. Like, I was so insecure of myself that it was like, it was crazy. It was crazy. I never thought so low of myself like at that point in life. So it's like, meeting him, I was just like, oh my God, you're everything I need. Like, we talk so well. And then I think what did help too, like, he didn't live here because he was in the military. So when I did meet him, he was on leave for 2 weeks. So we like went on dates while he was here, and then like he'd fly me out there to go see him and spend a weekend, and then he'd fly here. But I think what really helped, like, we really got to know each other in a genuine way because our relationship was over the phone. Like, we weren't physical with each other. Like, obviously he wasn't here for me to go on dates, whatever like that. So having somebody really like listen to you and have honest conversations like helped us once we were then like together and
I love that. Yeah, I love that because like going on to what I said before, it's a lesson for me because I don't regret the person that I was with for 10 years. Like I said, it wasn't always bad. And she really helped me out in a really tough time in my life when I was 21. I was addicted to pills. You know, it was really hard for me because the childhood that I had wasn't good. And I'm 10 years clean, going on 11 because of her. So it's not, thank you. Not only because of her,
yourself too.
I know, that's what I'm going to say right now. It's not only because of her, but she did push me to, you know, do better. And we went through that. That's why I kind of feel like I had to stay, like not have to stay, but I felt that's why I stayed a little bit longer because I was grateful. Like, you know, that's something I've always wanted. I got to finish my high school diploma. You know, like I did a lot that I didn't think I was going to do. But then as I was going by, I was like, damn it, I need to give myself credit because it was me waking up every morning, not picking that pill up. Like it was me every morning fighting my own demons. So it's like, it's not a regret. I don't regret being in the relationship I was because I learned a lot of the woman who I am today. So I don't feel like it's a regret.
Yeah. What about you, Maya? Do you regret a lot of it, or do you think it was a lesson learned?
Everything keeps falling over here, you guys. I don't know what's going on.
I am too. I'm just trying not to move.
My stuff is yanking, so it's scaring me. Okay. Regret. Ooh. I regret I regret how I reacted to things and how I changed within myself. You know what I'm saying? Like this person, little backstory, because I don't really talk about it much, but little backstory. When me and my husband broke up for a little bit, I decided to date someone that I had met a long time ago, and we dated, and he cheated on me with his baby mama that he was now baby mama, mother of his child. I hate that term, baby mama. Mother of his child, children, 2 of them, and he intrigued me so much. Like I just needed to know what it was to be with him. I felt like now that I look back, like I thought I was so in love with this man. Like I was so broken at when we broke up. Like it was bad. I turned into a low-key alcoholic. I was always drunk every weekend. Like, you know, Mariah was up in the club every weekend. Like there was, where's my, she at District or she's at Bamboo. Like I was in there. But like, it's just, I wanted to be with him so bad, and I ruined my marriage. To not per se to be with him, because my marriage ended before, you know, me and him even like started anything, even though other people want to say other things. But the
They're
truth
gonna
is,
talk. Let them talk, girl. I
I
swear
don't
that
even
now
care.
I'm the cheater because I'm already engaged. Let them talk because you know the truth. Like, just let them
Right.
talk.
I personally don't care. It is what it is. But we like we wanted to love each other so hard. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it wasn't a mistake, but it wasn't what was meant to be. You know what I'm
So
saying?
do
Like
you
maybe it
think
was,
it was forced? Like,
and I kind of want to say in a sense it was, because
okay.
things that he has said to me and the way I have felt about certain situations, like I felt like we shouldn't have moved in with each other as fast as we did, but he did not want me living in the same house as my husband, ex-husband, whatever. And at the time we were still married, but we were separated. So he didn't want me living with him. So then he was like, no, you're gonna stay with me, blah, blah, blah. But my kids, like, it is, I got my kids, and he didn't live in the best. Anyway, he didn't live in the best area. I told you everything's falling over here.
Yeah, I remember visiting Maya. I was like, girl, come on home with me. Come home with me.
I'll take you in.
Yes. So, and I lived in Oak Creek. So
Yeah.
it was like I lived in the best area, and it was like this big shock and change. And I worked beforehand. It was getting a job wasn't that big of a deal, but it's the way he made me feel at the end that made me regret. Like, why? Like, why did
Yeah.
I? What did I see? Like the things that I heard that he was saying about me just really made me look back. Like, why, bro? Like at the end of the day, like I get why I wanted to be with you, but I don't get why you're saying what you're saying. So it makes me wonder, like, why did I want to be with you so bad? Like it was like an
Exactly.
urge, like, and that makes me think it wasn't love between me and that person. It was more of a lust thing because
Right.
he's happy now. You know what I'm saying? Like he found his boo. Like they living it up, and me and my husband are together again, and we're happy. We have baby, like we're good. And it makes me look back at it like it was more of a lust thing. It wasn't a love thing. So it
Yeah.
wasn't
And
like,
don't you hate that? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
So don't you hate the fact that they want to just dog you at the end? Like I was
No.
told so many things that it doubted myself. Like, for example, you're just a server. You'll never do this. You could never do that. Baby girl, but I can. Okay.
Right.
Like even with this whole thing, I still respected our marriage, even though I got cheated on for those 3 months. Like, yeah, I went on dates. Yeah, I went to Pride with Taylor. Yes, I did, because you were doing what you were doing, and I still did it. And Taylor knew this. Me and Taylor thought we were each other's flings. She was going through a divorce. I was going through a divorce. It was a whole bunch of stuff. But even then, I still respected the fact that Taylor doesn't know her. So I didn't date somebody I told you not to worry about. And we didn't make it official. We didn't really make it a thing until after the fact you sent me to the hospital. I was already moved out. Like, that's not okay. I still respected her into the fact that I'm still wrong to this day. Like you said, they wanted to talk their crap, baby girl. You know that at the end of the day, you know what it is, and you know when you did it. So if they want to say that you were a home wrecker and this and that, let them be, because you know the truth.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was ridiculous. But honestly, I regret the decisions that I made when I was with him and how I acted when I was with him. I made a lot of dumb decisions. And it just it I I mean I don't want to say I regret the relationship, but at the same time I do. It's like a yes and a no. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
okay to
Like,
regret it too. It's okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just I feel like I could have been better off without knowing what it was like being in a relationship with that person. To be honest, it really, because it changed a lot within myself, within my friends, my family. Like I lost a lot of people's friendship and respect by dating said person. And I wish I would have thought clearly instead of thinking with my 16-year-old brain instead of my, 30, how old was I? 23?
Yeah, I was like, you are
Well,
not
23-year-old brain.
not yet.
I feel like too, if like you and Ricky weren't in the best place, that also like pushed you to look for something more fun or new, or you just wanted to get away from whatever stress and mess you were dealing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. Yep, you're good.
Just make sure. But yeah, most definitely. It's just, I regret it, but then I don't regret it. It's, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I most definitely learned a lot about myself, but I also learned, like, I don't need to be in a relationship to be happy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he low-key taught me how to, like, have tough skin. You know what I'm saying? And when he came with that tough skin, I learned to, like, take stuff and just be like, you know what? It is what it is. I can't fix that at the end of the day. It happened. You're gonna feel the way you want to feel. But I know
Yep.
what it is at the end of the day, what I did. And
That's it.
it was a lesson learned, like Nikki said. It was a lesson learned.
That's for sure. That's good to hear that we all overcame all that stuff.
Yeah, because I feel like I agree with Maya. Well, I feel like I definitely regret staying for 3 extra years after I found out that he had cheated on me. But it made me realize like the strong person I was and all the abilities that I had that were so like suppressed because he made me feel less than. And to the point where I'd compare myself to, the girl that he cheated on me with. Like, what does she have that I don't have? Or what is she doing that I'm not doing? I just felt super insecure. So
You shouldn't have though.
I know. I know. I regret I do. There's things that I regret, but that relationship really made me like mentally get my shit together and putting myself back together alone and focusing on myself. Like, I feel like that's when I started taking my mental health more seriously. Like, I was all over the place. Like, I was either fucking popping up at his house, seeing if he's like home or not, or if he's off cheating, or
we've all
like,
done that, girl. I went on a high speed chase trying to find this person.
But no, like I'm saying, like I was doing crazy shit out of character. Like for what? For someone that's gonna continue treating me like shit and you're a bitch and you're this and that. Like I sat home all day, every day, other than school and work, and then like he would purposely argue with me as soon as Friday hit, so he can be out all fucking weekend and turn his phone off and shit. I already knew his routine, so I would just shelter myself. Like, I wouldn't even want to like talk to him. I wouldn't even want to piss him off because I already knew what I was going to expect. And I obviously wanted him home. But it's like, It's crazy to think back, like, oh my God, how dumb was I to deal with all that shit? Like, and it was in my face. Like, he was doing everything in front of my face. And it's like, he never made a mistake. It's like, he never cheated. And it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
like,
I was always accused of being a cheater.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, after so many years of and months of him telling me like you're cheating on me, I sure fucking did. I sure did. I went and cheated.
Man, I wish I had the guts.
I didn't have to do the cheating shit. I just wasn't allowed to do nothing by myself, and I wasn't allowed to dress a certain way or wear makeup or like You know, like
I didn't, mine wasn't that extreme, but it was the fact that I was always fighting with the in-laws, or I was always cheating because I'm such a bubbly personality. And I was like, I'm never cheating. Like, that's not me. If I feel like I need to jeopardize our marriage, I would walk out. Like, just walk out.
And here's the thing though, like, some people feel bad for cheating, some people regret it. I do not feel bad at all. Like, and that person,
she's like, you did it first.
not even that, like, you did so many things to me that I should have done a lot worse. A lot.
Yeah.
And to this day though, like, that guy is like somebody that I did go to and vent to. Genuinely, like, I'm still friends with him because we still talk. Like, he vents to me, I still vent to him. Like, it was a friendship. It was, I guess, a mistake. We did what we did, but it's like we moved past. Like, he knew what it was. Like, he knew I was still with him. He knew we were having problems, and he probably knew, like, all right, you were just doing this to whatever. But I do not feel bad, and I never said sorry, and I never will say sorry.
No. As you shouldn't, queen, as you shouldn't, because you done with you done what you had to do. So that little bit of little cuernito que le diste, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, girl.
Maya's like, damn, look at your story.
I didn't know all that either, girl. This is why we have this though, because women don't have the chance to be able to talk with people. So come talk to us. Leave comments below. Like, if you need to talk, send an anonymous inbox to us and we'll use your story. Like, you don't have to say names.
And we'll tell you what we feel. We'll tell you you're not crazy.
Exactly. We're here for you guys. This is not only for us to vent, but this is for you guys to vent too. This is a mama's free zone, baby. Like, let's be wild, baby.
For real.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, were you gonna say something? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so like, what do you feel like is your guys' biggest, I want to say, like, how would I put this? What was your biggest triumph, I want to say, like, that your biggest, like, I'm losing the word. What is the word? What was your biggest thing that you feel like you overcame in the situation? I don't know why.
It's okay,
like,
girl.
what was the biggest thing you overcame throughout that whole situation? A little too much wine here.
So me, like I said, like, I really took the time to build myself up when I thought, like, you know, I was just going to be depressed forever. Like, I wasn't going to find anybody to love me. I wasn't going to know how to love somebody. Like, so me actually overcoming that big ass mountain that I felt like took forever to overcome, and like love myself and know what I want in whoever I was going to date or be with, because I sure as hell knew my next partner, I was going to get married, we were going to get a house, you needed to have your shit together. Like, I was like, I'm not getting in no relationships. My next relationship better have X, Y,
you better
and
have
Z.
your shit, because I'm gonna have my shit. We're gonna put it together.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly. But I mean, now that I look back, I'm so proud of myself for, again, building myself back up to the woman that I was before, or even more. Like, I learned so much about myself. I learned things that I obviously needed to fix within myself too, and just learned a lot of healthy ways of how to deal with myself and how to deal, like, being in a relationship as well.
Oh, that's cute. I love that. I agree with you. I'm kind of, the biggest outcome basically that I have come through my past relationship was that I can do it by myself. And I can do it with someone too. It's the fact that I'm still going to be me. So no matter what, like you said, my next part, I wasn't going to date. Okay. Let me tell you, I'm the job that I'm at now, I'm going on 3 years. My ex-wife not once went to that job. The second day Taylor met me, she literally left the funeral to bring me a bouquet of rainbow flowers to my job. She brought me lunch the next day. Like, it just showed me that I'm allowed to be loved, and it's not me.
Yes.
I'm a catch baby, so be mad if I'm already engaged in less than a year, because my girl knows that I'm gonna make a house into a home, and I'm gonna make her heart full as well as she's gonna make my heart full. Like, and I'm still learning myself. I'm still learning myself. You know, there's some shit that I'd be like, I need to get better at. I need to be more affectionate. Like, I feel like with that, I'm still learning to be more affectionate, but I have a partner that is okay with waiting. And it's okay. She knows that I love the fuck out of her, because I wouldn't be doing everything that I'm doing. I became a mom over fucking night. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is of only caring about yourself and a dog for 30 years? You know what I'm saying? And then now I have a whole 11-year-old. I'm learning how to be forgiving. I'm learning how to, I did it too. So what made me want to do that? Not just, I grew up in a really not strict household, but like, I learned that respect is respect, and you have to respect no matter what. You don't do this, you don't do that, you don't wear this, you don't wear that. And I'm learning that this is a new age. Yeah, my daughter now wants to wear crop tops. I got to kind of like, you know, wear it around the house for now. Let me get used to that. You know? Yeah. So I'm just learning how to become a mom, and I'm learning how to become a better spouse. But like you said, I wanted somebody that was on my level, that was willing to fight with me and not look at me because I'm a server. Look at me because I'm less, because baby, I'm a damn good server. Okay. So best believe I will make that bank with serving who I got to serve. Because we do what we gotta do.
Requested, boo boo.
Okay. So that's what it feels good to have somebody that is already like, we both came from nothing. We both gave our ex-spouses everything because all we wanted was our happiness. That's all. I didn't care at the time I cared a lot, but now that I'm going through it, I'm like, I don't care that I went 3 months sleeping on a couch, losing myself, because in that time I learned how to love myself again. And in order to love somebody, you have to love yourself first. Yeah. Because how can you love somebody else if you don't even love yourself? And there's some days that I just look in the mirror and I'm just like, ugh, I don't like how I look, but I noticed this. I no longer down myself because I have my fiance that texts me every fucking day how beautiful I am. I could be sitting down here in I wear muumuus, okay? All right. I don't always wear sexy lingerie. I wear muumuus and she'd be like, damn, girl, let me pull up that muumuu. And you know what I'm saying? Baby, do what you want. Okay. Girl, I'm just saying.
Back it up. So I bet though, like, it feels good. Like, for the things that you know you need to work on or fix, like, it feels good to have a partner that understands you still need to work on, whether it's on your own or together, but like having that support and understanding, like, feels great.
You know what it is to have a partner that checks on your mental health on a daily? Like, I will wait. She goes to work at 3:00 in the morning. And I will wake up every morning to take my kid to school. And I wake up to a good morning, beautiful, how are you feeling text. Like, and I can be grumpy as hell. And I'm just like, that's all I write. And she's like, oh, you need some more sleep, baby. Oh, go back to bed. I'll text you at 10 because she knows I'll wake up again at 10 to get ready for work. So it's just like, it feels good to have somebody like that. I love it. I love it.
Maya, answer your question.
Well, I feel like the biggest thing that I overcame, because like I said, I was really like obsessed with I wasn't obsessed with him. I was obsessed with like loving him. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. And till today, I still question myself. Like, what was your issue, girl? Like, calm down. But like, and mind you, when I was going through all of this, my daughter and my son, I always had my kids with me. They were with me all the time. Like I'm that mom that always have her kids. And especially Yaritza, that's my road dog. So she was constantly with me, and she would see my reactions to when he would call me, calling me and telling me things about myself and like how I'm this and I'm that, and how he wasn't really happy in the relationship, and just saying really foul things to me. And my daughter would be sitting right next to me and not thinking maybe I should end this phone call because my daughter's sitting here. I was like 24 years old, so I was still in that little like sponge of a brain that I did not know what I was doing correctly. And I sat there and I would argue and plead with this man with my daughter sitting right there. So like she went through a whole phase while I was going through something too. Like she couldn't stand men. Like she had this whole thing about men that she hated. And now it got into a point where like Ricky really broken down not only just my walls, but her walls too. And I feel like that's like the biggest thing I feel like
I'm gonna
I was
cry.
able to overcome, because like she got to see like not all men are like that. Like yes, he was pretty crappy man. And not saying that he's the same guy, because like I said, I'm 29 years old right now. This happened when I was 23, 24 years old. I'm not saying he's the same guy that he was back then, but she hated him. Like hated him, hated all men, talking about till today she still says she's gonna adopt, but I said, I want you to get married. I want grandbabies. Like, I'm gonna need you to get your life. Stop it.
She said, get your life.
But like, my husband was able to break down not only my walls, but her wall too, and get her to forgive him, because he is not her biological father, but he did raise her from literally the moment I had her, he was in her life. And he kind of took his anger out on me when I left our situation. He took it out on her too. So she had to also build a bond with him again. And watching that grow, like tonight, their thing is he takes her to basketball. I can't talk. Basketball practice. He took her to practice today, and like that's their father-daughter thing. Like they do that together. Like that's their thing, and I don't take that from them. Like I love it. Like that's kind of how me and Ricky like kind of started a little bond or whatever, was low-key basketball. So it's cute to see him with her and like their bond grow. And you know, he really did. Like it's amazing to have a partner who's willing to fix that broken heart. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. To fix that broken heart that he did not break. Because let me tell you, I was broken. Oh my gosh. You know, like Nikki's not the type to go through that whole phase, but I did.
I tried. It didn't work.
And my husband, he went through his whole phase too. Let me tell you, because we used to go to breakfast and tell each other about it. Like we were still best friends. Yeah. We were still best friends, like going to breakfast and talking about our little fling we had the other night. Like we
you
both
need to
helped
see Jane's
each other.
version, because you're Jane, okay?
Well, no, Ricky's like, he's my person. He's my best friend. So like, he literally helped me like forgive myself, because I blame I do till today. I still blame myself. Like he admits to his fault why our first marriage didn't work, but I keep blaming myself, because if I wouldn't have left, we would have been how many years in the making now? 7 years marriage wise. Like it would have been like that kind of thing. And I left the relationship, but he was willing to wait for me, and not wait for me, but he was there when I was ready, and he was ready too. Like he was I'm all in, 10 toes deep, and yes, and me too, baby. And when we moved out here, it was the best decision we ever made, and we've
That's
been
my
so
Wolverine
happy
vibe.
So was that a big reason, like you guys were starting over? Was that a big reason you guys moved
Oh yeah.
to? Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely. When me and him broke up, a lot changed. Not only with like our relationship, but like people were very nosy in Milwaukee, and I don't do nosy. And we all know this. I don't do nosy. Mind your business. And if you can't, I'm gonna tell you where your business is at. I may even show you where your business is at. So, right, you over there. Uh, but Ricky and me decided like the best thing for mental, like our mental capacity, like we needed to get out of there. Like it was just there was too much for him to let go. That was back in Milwaukee when it came to my past, and too much for me to let go because Milwaukee people, y'all don't know how to let things go. Let it go. You were with him. You're not no more. You're with someone else. Stay there.
They be
Chill.
stuck. They be stuck.
Like I don't get it. Like you happened with. I'm sorry,
Right.
but that was neither here nor there. And you don't matter, baby. Like get over it. So moving out here was probably the best thing we ever did, and it helped.
It is.
Not only mine and his relationship, but my daughter and his relationship is like, I mean, she wants him to adopt her. Like she wants his last name. Like it's there. Like it's there. I love it.
That.
Being out here just
doesn't it, like, I can relate so much when you bring up your daughter and her seeing you go through what you went through, because I feel like that's, it sucks that she was, because my kids are 10 years apart, so it sucks that she was my first one and she's a girl and saw me get treated like shit, and me staying and staying and staying and giving chance after chance after chance. So it's like now, because she's the same way, she like wants nothing to do with boys, like ill this, ill that, but
I wish mine was.
but like,
well, Jottie's not anymore. She used to be, but now she's
okay. But
so
I put in her head, like, you do not need a man to do this, that. Like, you can do it on your own. You can be this, you can be that. Like, don't let somebody make you feel less than or hold you back or make you feel some sort of way. Like, no.
And this
So
goes
I'm
to the boys too. Like you don't need women.
Yes.
You don't need anyone making you feel less of. Like this goes to boys and girls. Like
And I agree with you.
My baby, my boy, he ain't allowed to date no girl.
It's right here.
No, so my daughter's boy crazy, okay? And it's like how you guys, okay, so I'm a bonus mom, as all you guys know. I haven't got blessed yet to be a mom, but it will be happening soon. Like me giving the birth, I am a mom, but like pushing, right. I haven't had that yet, but but I'm learning, like, these kids nowadays in school are cruel. Like, they came to a point that my kid thought she needed to have makeup because she thought she was ugly. And I'm like, baby girl, you're not. Like, you have to teach them, like, this world's going to be mean. But as long as you feel good with yourself, that's all that matters. And I like that I'm giving her, like, I didn't know that I was, you never know how big of a role model you are to somebody until you actually, like, hear them talk and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, I want to be like mom. I want to be a server so that I could do go to lunch whenever I want. So I could do this whenever I want. And I'm just like, baby girl, do it.
Yeah.
Make sure that you live the life you want to live before you give it to somebody else. And if you fall in love in the process, you fall in love in the process, but love yourself first. Yes. It's really a big thing that we all have girls, and all of our girls are around the same age, from 10 to 11 to 12. Mine's about to be 12. And it's
Mine
hard. It's just like,
too.
quinceañeras are coming, and I'm just like,
Wait,
it's hard. You
stop.
gotta teach them.
Hold on, I
I'm
gotta
ready to
close the
start
door. They
mine.
just came back.
I'm ready to start my quince planning now.
Oh Lord.
Years in advance.
Right. After the wedding, I'm gonna start her planning, and that's it.
Her party's next.
Oh
That should be one
God.
of a conversation, how wedding planning, like how you did with yours and you with yours and
Girl.
how I did with mine.
I'm gonna get a headache just thinking about it.
My first wedding was just a court wedding, and we try to keep families away. Like, we just wanted to just be us because of the whole situation that happened. I had 2 people from my family show up. That's it. 2.
No.
This time around, though, babe wants a big old wedding, so I'm into it more. I'm doing my proposal boxes and all that, but that's another story.
Well, I know for next episode, we most definitely need to get our baby girls in here because they are a big part of everything we are going through and have been through. And I feel like getting their perspective would be A1.
Let's do it. Are we matching with our kid or
week-
what?
Yes, next week, stay tuned for Mommy and Me episode with our baby girl. That will be featuring Mariana, Leah, and Daddy. And I'm excited to introduce you guys to our little babies. And
they're gonna be drinking apple juice.
Make sure you guys do doubles. I'm getting the Welch's thingy, you know. My kid downs it like if it's real. But that's another story.
Jody likes that sparkling one.
Yeah, that's what Mariana likes too. So y'all make sure that your drinks are double, tall, big. Get the big old jugs because it's about to be a headache.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a headache.
My God.
It's gonna be a headache.
Yeah.
And we don't know
But
what
I'm
they're gonna
excited.
say. So this is uncut and real. Like, we doing this shit for real. We don't want to know their questions, nothing. We just gonna sit here and drink.
Like, what do you got to say?
Yeah. So
Well,
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all.
Like, comment, subscribe. We are now on TikTok. Look for us, Gay Life ×3. And we are on Instagram and Facebook. Soon going to Spotify, hopefully. So go ahead and, like Nikki said, like, comment, share, follow, and we will see
Comment.
We will see you guys next time. You guys enjoy your weekend.